Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hilarity Ensues. Today's episode, and I think we've talked about this a while, where people just don't read past the headlines. They take a clip, they run with it. There's no fact checking. Jeff, why don't you tell our listeners what we're going to talk about here today?
Okay, ran across a random story about this guy named, he goes by the name Life by Mike G on YouTube. Seems like a pretty decent guy. And he's known as, well, he does a lot of things, but he's also known as the rainwater collection guy. So he collects rainwater legally on his property. Pretty straightforward, except somehow, some way, randomly, random AI generated YouTube channels picked up a story that was literally like 15 years ago by some guy named Gary Harrington in Oregon. So they basically said Gary Harrington in Oregon was arrested, fined, went to jail, etc., for collecting rainwater. And people are like, what? That doesn't even make any sense. But the thing is, Gary Harrington looks completely different. He's like a much, much older gentleman, much larger gentleman. This guy's kind of, young and kind of slim, kind of a skinny dude. And throughout the video, they keep showing little clips of Life by Mike G collecting rainwater legally, just doing this thing. And a lot of the clips don't even match exactly. It's so generic. It's like all AI slop. And Mike was trying to be like quiet about it, but he kept getting more and more and more people hitting him up saying, hey, there's a crazy video that is talking about another guy, but shows video of you. I know you're not doing anything wrong, but I thought I'd let you know. And it just accumulated much like the water. And finally, he had to finally answer and just try to fight it the best he can. So it's just a good old, fashioned AI slop situation that we got.
Yeah. And I watched the video, too, that you sent me over. And I think the problem with it is that, and he stated it, he says, as quick as he reaches out to one content creator and tells him to take it down, 3 more pop up in its place.
Yes. Yeah. It's like a full-time job.
Yeah, so he can't even keep up with it anymore. And we've reached an age where we talk about it all the time. No one is doing any research.
None.
At all. No one's doing any research. Like you said, this thing happened over 15 years ago. And here's the context of what people don't understand. What happened to Gary Harrington, why he was arrested and charged $1,500, fined $1,500, was that he built several massive retention ponds. It was on his property, but it neighbored a dam.
Right.
Okay. And he attempted to get permits and was declined, I want to say over a 5-year period of time. And then he decided, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and do it.
Yep.
And the retention ponds weren't barrels. They were actual sizes of Olympic-sized swimming pools, 5 in total.
Yeah. It's like
so I'm going to
gallons or something like that. Yeah, it was a lot of gallons.
Yeah. So I'm going to say this, or before people start coming with, it's still his property. He should be able to dig and do what he wants. If you want to install a swimming pool on your property, you have to get permits.
True.
You still have to get permits because there's a lot of other things when you start digging into ground. Depending on the states, you don't know how close you are to sea level and all kinds of things factor in. And what the government is trying to protect you from is that your home being swallowed up in a sinkhole sometime.
Right. That's no bueno.
No, that's no bueno. So, and what the problem with a lot of these AI clips is that, one, they're very easy to manufacture. AI, is doing what it does. It's really easy to manufacture. And 2, people recognize that outrage equals monetization.
Yes, it is so irritating to me, the fact that they could take something, use this technology, and just easily just put it together with almost zero effort. And then they have the nerve to put up these reaction videos where they're usually doing the point up, like, oh, here, and it points to like the wording. They're not really adding to the story. They're just saying, just replaying the clip and then pointing. That drives me crazy. People they're getting millions of views, getting I don't know how many thousands of dollars for just literally doing next to nothing.
Because the algorithm, what it's going to do is that it's going to recognize that people are liking, they're commenting, they're sharing.
Yep.
And it's like a bad ripple effect. It's just gonna be the gift that keeps on giving. So again, when we see these things, it's really easy to kind of fall in line and say, yeah, that's messed up. The government is always trying to prevent us from being our best self and doing the things we want to do. But let's really stop. Let's look at the videos. AI videos actually have become really good within, I would say, the last 2 years, where it makes you kind of question if it's true or not.
Right.
I mean, even with the imagery that they use, it's like, okay, is that a real person? Is that a real scenario?
Yeah, I see that a lot. And the thing that's saving me, other than I watch a lot of internet stuff just in general, is just the tonality of the voice, and then the pace. The pace is very even. It sounds kind of like a newscaster, but a little bit different. But I could just hear that AI sound. And the visual is getting really, really hard to pick apart. I mean, that's really tough. But I just assume now, when I see a commercial on YouTube, I just assume that it's AI.
Yeah.
I just go straight from your AI, and you have to prove that you're not AI to me.
I think the landscape of, and I'm going to say news, commentary. Let's go commentary, because I think actual news journalism is going to be a dying thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a commentary space, and in commentary spaces, unfortunately, people do not fact check what they hear. They if they hear 2 or more people talking about it, well, it must be right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much to get 2 or more people talking about something.
That's true. Especially something like collecting rainwater. Like, life would be so much better if people just took 15, 30 seconds. I mean, we're not asking a lot. We're not asking to do a deep dive. Just when you hear something, Gary Harrington did this, just go open up another browser and just type in Gary Harrington rainwater, or is this true, or something like that. Just try to pull up some more sources that don't look like the AI slop. Try to find like an actual something by NBC News or something credible before you start passing it on, because that gets super annoying.
Well, I'm going to add another layer to this, because I've seen rainwater barrels. Some areas they give that out, especially when you're in drought areas, and they want to kind of limit the amount of watering people do for their grass and stuff like that. So they'll allow them to kind of capture rainwater. And some of the really nicer models I've seen, and that guy, Mike, that had his video, I saw that where their gutters kind of feed into the barrel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's very targeted. It feeds into that barrel. There are some states that limit the amount of rainwater that you can collect.
Yes.
Well, Donna, why would a state, for something that's free like rainwater, want to limit the amount of rain I collect? Why is that?
Funny you should ask.
Funny you should ask. Because it does have to go into the ground.
Right. Yes. It's about the aquifer and whatnot.
Yeah. Something has to go into the ground and hit the ground. This is a whole ecosystem that we live in here.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people that make a lot more money than I make. They look at trends. They look at atmospheric pressure. They look at all the things that I am not knowledgeable enough to do on my own. And they say, if we do A, then B is going to happen.
Right. Yes.
So we do need water to go back into the ground. It's not being wasted. we do need water to go back into the ground. So.
Yes, indeed. A lot of people don't think about that.
Yeah, they don't think about that. I am wondering if a day is going to come where there is going to be a social media system of checks and balances. We don't have it in government right now, so I guess it's a lot for me to ask. We have it on social media. But a lot of platforms, even the one that you are probably listening to us on, they do not have a system of checks and balances to say, is what this commentator is saying, is it accurate? Is it true?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, quoting the great JB here, 99.9% of the times it's back to money. And the reason why they won't check and balance this is because
money.
Yep.
Yes, 100%. It's unfortunate, but true.
What
Man,
advice can we give to people?
no. If only we could I just thought of something that we could provide fact checking services, but I think we would be, maybe, I don't know if we would be overwhelmed or not, but we can
No.
probably monetize that. It'll only be like 3 or 4 people.
You know, it's funny.
Mhm.
Do you still use Snopes?
No, I don't use Snopes anymore because
Any reason?
because they got called out for being fake fake facts. They're the fact checking, and they came up with just random facts. They admitted to it as such.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. But I'm gonna say this: back when we thought they were sharing accurate facts,
Mm-hmm.
you were famous for this. You were so famous. People would send like these emails talking about things that happened, and you would respond back. Here's a website you could go to check your facts
Yes.
before you send out these mass emails.
Oh man.
And I don't want to call out any names, but it was always the same person continuously sending it out.
Yes.
And they never bothered to take your advice on that. And my point being, as I travel around the block, is that even if we provided that service, people wouldn't use it.
They wouldn't use it. Yeah.
Because it requires effort. It requires effort. And no one wants to put forth any kind of effort to do anything.
Right. So who wants to read all these words?
When I could just be told by the internet on what to think, say, or do.
Yeah. it's so much easier that way.
You know, it is.
Yeah, I feel bad sending this. Now that I know about Snopes, I was like, man, I feel kind of bad sending that because some of that probably was inaccurate. But for the most part, they were fairly on point. But I found out much later that, yeah, they were manufactured, a lot of those facts. So it's really
know what? But you know what does a job of fact checking?
What's that?
When you put stuff in Google AI search,
Mm-hmm.
fact checks for you.
Okay.
So AI is doing some fact checking.
That's good. Hopefully it's accurate. But yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Well, AI is only as accurate as what's being fed to it.
Exactly. Right.
So yeah.
It is tough.
Yeah. And AI is a little racist, but I'll get into that in another podcast.
Well, they're getting it from the people, right? Yeah. That's just,
So
end result.
we need more Black and brown people to contribute to that.
Yes, indeed, we do.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I have seen some of those questionable results. So I was like, what? Where did they get that from?
Okay, moving right along.
Okay.
One of my daughters, let me ask you this, Jeff. When's the last time you went to a wedding?
Okay, I'm going to really think about this because it's been a while. That will be 2020, right? Right before the pandemic. Yeah.
With the pandemic. Yeah. Okay. I want to say it was before. I want to say it was before that for me too. It was before that. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're at an age right now where people ain't getting married. It's like the friends we know, their kids might be getting married, but no one our age is getting married anymore. But my daughter went to a wedding recently, and she was giving me the reporting of the ceremony and what took place and the reception and stuff like that. So I'm sad to say that the bride, a family member, passed away the morning of their wedding. And she had a cousin that was getting married in a different state on that same day. So when I heard that, my daughter was like, do you think that's an omen? I said, no, I think this is an older person. I said, this person probably, they died so they could breathe life into the beginnings for, their grandchildren. Don't think that's bad at all. But moving forward now, we get to the reception.
Mm-hmm.
And the music. She said she didn't even realize there was a DJ. She just thought it was a Spotify playlist going.
This random selections is popping through, top 40.
Popping through until she heard someone get on a microphone and she's like, oh, there's someone actually that's curated this?
Yeah.
No, they didn't curate it.
Not the best DJ in the world.
So a DJ for a wedding, and I'm going to say this, anytime you attach wedding to something, the price goes up.
Yes, it does. Flowers, cake, DJ, venue, food,
you name
everything.
it. Yeah, you name it. So if I want to have a DJ at my birthday party that's going to have 100 people, or I want to have a DJ at my wedding that's going to have 100 people, I'm going to guarantee you the price difference is going to be at least 50% higher. At least.
They're going to get you.
They're going to get you. Same with flowers. You know what? Can I get some calla lilies? Okay, that's it. But can I get it for my wedding? Woo!
That'll be $1,700.
It's a different price. Cake. I want, and I told someone this the other day. I said, if you want a tiered cake for your wedding, go into because supermarket bakeries, the bakers there are no different there than any other bakery.
Right. Same level.
Same level of training. Go in there and say, you know what? I want a 24-inch, an 18-inch, and a 16-inch cake. And then just go get the risers and put it up yourself.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that.
Because a 24-inch cake is going to run you at a supermarket bakery probably like $40. The other cake is going to probably run you like $30. So you're going to pay like around $120 for all three cakes. You tell them it's a wedding cake, that's $1,200.
That's ridiculous.
So my question being, because they had the DJ here and they had this catered. There was a catering company, and there was quite a few people that RSVP'd that did not show up.
Wow. That's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful. So my question to you is, this is the petty person in me that's a little wiser now. Do I make this Facebook post that I talked about a couple of weeks when you're angry and you make these cryptic posts, but do you make this Facebook post educating people on, the etiquette when it comes to RSVPing for an event that you're paying for? Or do you send them an invoice for what you paid for their plate?
Damn. Oh, no, I'm not going to get the invoice. I would probably go the first route. Yeah.
There's somebody that did that actually a while ago. It was that they sent people an invoice that did not show up.
Really? Anybody pay?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I thought it was genius, actually.
Yeah, that is wow.
That's so disrespectful. That is really disrespectful.
Especially all that food. I mean, can you take it home? I don't know. I can't remember.
Usually, you cannot.
You cannot.
Okay. I mean, why I say usually you cannot is because catering companies don't come up with to-go containers. So what are you going to put it in to take it home?
Right. I was thinking like my backpack or something.
Your backpack. Go to your car and get your thermo flask and just shove chicken in your flask and take it home. But yeah, I was like, that's so bad. That's like so now.
That's literally like throwing money away.
That is literally throwing money away.
Yeah, and weddings are expensive enough as it is.
And then here's the other thing, as we're talking about cakes. Cake. No, anyway. My Rihanna moment. Anyway, the cake they had, and I ain't gonna hold nobody for wanting to save $1 here, but this wedding took place in Florida, and I'm gonna ask you, Jeff, when it comes to bakeries, what bakery can you think of that you just love their cakes?
Okay, I would say Publix.
Oh, Publix wins hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down. In California, Oregon, I've met people that were from the Southeast that no longer live there. And you know what we bond over? Publix.
Publix, yeah. It's a
their cakes, their deli sandwiches.
Delis are on point. Yes.
Their fried chicken.
Yes, on point as well.
We bond over that. The groom does not like Publix cakes.
They need to investigate him. There's something wrong with him.
Yo, my daughter told his future bride, that's a red flag. I don't think you should marry him.
Exactly. That is a red flag. Like, how do you not like Publix cakes? I mean, I guess everybody has slightly different taste buds, but I've never had a bad cake from Publix, ever.
I have never, in the past 20 years, met a person that said they don't like Publix cakes.
Right. Yeah, there's something He must be on like a watch list or something.
I don't know. But they elected to get a cake from Costco.
Okay, I don't know much about Costco cake.
I ain't gonna hold you. I do like a good Costco cake. When it
Okay.
comes to a choice between Costco and Sam's Club,
Mm-hmm.
Costco's going to win it for me for a couple of different reasons. Sam's cake is just a sheet cake.
Okay.
Costco is a 2-layer sheet cake, as a filling in the center of it.
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
could get a cream cheese filling, you could get a buttercream filling. So it sits a little higher. I think is more cake for the buck. So they decided to get a Costco cake. So that, that was a good runner up for them. But yeah, I don't like Publix cake. I'm like,
Mm-mm. Did your daughter like the Costco cake? Was it edible? Was it okay?
she's had Costco cakes before. She said the problem with that cake was that it looks like they had it in the fridge, or like it might have been in the freezer or something like that. And they didn't leave it out long enough for it to kind of hit room temperature, because it had that cream cheese filling in the center that kind of had like a pudding texture.
Okay.
So, but she said it still was a good tasting cake. Now, they had another dessert. They had peach cobbler,
Oh yeah, I love me some peach cobbler.
but somebody's uncle was like, "We ain't got no ice cream," and he threw his hands up and he left. He was like, "We don't have any ice cream for the peach cobbler." He was
That's
pissed.
what some people draw the line. Yeah.
I'm like, "You needed to go to Publix, get some ice cream."
Yeah. Should have just got some ice cream. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that is true though. Peach cobbler is one of those things that pairs with ice cream.
Right.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. I'm not lactose intolerant, and I don't like those little funny pills that's supposed to make it better. So I eat it solo, but I understand fully, because I used to before I stopped being able to digest milk very well. Yeah, ice cream was a must with peach cobbler.
Well, I too am lactose intolerant.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you just got to take one, and so you can have the ice cream with the peach cobbler. Sometimes you got to suffer for the cause. It's like,
Suffer. And the people around you might have to suffer too.
Hey, you know what they say? Sometimes you got to pay a price. You pay a price for beauty. You pay a price for good desserts.
Yes. Yeah, I don't like the bubble guts. Oh man, that's not fun.
Yeah.
But I do love me some peach cobbler for sure.
I do too. I really do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know who makes a good peach cobbler?
Who?
My brother.
Really?
Yeah, he makes a pretty mean peach cobbler.
I did not know that. I need to text him.
Yeah. And maybe he can mail you some.
I was like, I heard a secret. What's the secret? You make a mean peach cobbler, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
Well,
Maybe that can be a side hustle.
maybe. Not everyone makes a good peach cobbler. I will say that. Not everyone makes a good peach cobbler.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So sometimes I've seen it where it's a little bit too soupy, crust isn't kind of crispy. There's not that balance in it. So.
Right. I've had a few soupy ones. I had to kind of grin and bear it because they were right there in front of me. So I was like, But I don't like, the soupy, I'm not a fan.
Not you making noises,
No.
pretending like you like it.
I don't want to hurt their feelings,
Sometimes you just got to tell people the truth so they can do better.
Yeah, this food sucks. Take it back.
That's kind of harsh, though. But you get my point.
Right.
Well, there we have it for today's episode. Jeff, please share with our listeners how they can support our channel.
Okay. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share the show with everyone that you know. And make sure you give us a comment. And if you want, you can also email us directly at hilarityensewspod@gmail.com. Our Twitter handle is HEnsuesPod. And I believe we have a few other areas that we're exploring.
We have Instagram and we have TikTok, which is Hilarity Ensues.
Hilarity Ensues. Okay, thank you.
So there you have it, folks. As always, we may not have all the answers, but we'll definitely make you think and hopefully laugh in the process. Until next time.
Take care.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Hilarity Ensues. Our fantastic music soundtrack is brought to you by TL Music Productions exclusively for Hilarity Ensues. Be sure to connect with us on social media by following Hilarity Ensues Podcast.